What's up guys, welcome back to JV's Food Adventures. It's me, JV. Today we're making another delicious dish. It's a classic carbonara with my own special twist on it. We're gonna throw some spinach in there, help cut the fat of that creamy, buttery, delicious sauce. Let's get into it. Alright guys, first things first, we have our pancetta here. So this pancetta, it's a lot. You don't want to eat this whole thing for one dish. So I'm just gonna use half of it, okay? Alright. Nice strong knife there. Okay, cut it in half. Look at that nice thick piece of meat here. I'm gonna cube it. We're gonna render the fat, and then we're gonna get started with our carbonara sauce. All right. Just gonna cut it down here. Cut another piece here. Oh, look at here. We got a little secret surprise. So this is the string here. Just cut it away. All right. Then we're gonna cut one more little piece here. Perfect. Now we're gonna make it into cubes. Alright, cut it straight down the middle. And I like to make nice little, nice big cubes, nice lardons, that's what they call them. But we're home cooks, so they don't stress the names too much. Alright, so there we have our cubes. Nice and big, because once you cook it down, it's going to render down, it's going to become a lot smaller. Alright, and then we're going to take our onions. We're going to cut half an onion here. And then we're going to cut the onions to little cubes, small dices, so we can add to our sauce for our carbonara pasta. Alright guys, next we're going to chop up some garlic. We're going to add it with our onions, and we're almost there to cooking our main dish. Okay, I'm going to use about 6 cloves of garlic for our sauce. It's 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're just going to dice that up. Little small pieces. We don't want big chunks of garlic in our carbonara pasta. Knife here. Smash it open. Just gonna repeat the process. Alright, so now we have some thyme. Nice fresh thyme. It's going to take a couple sprigs. And I'm going to add that to my little mixture here as well. And then we'll get to start cooking our sauce. Super simple, super easy. Can't go wrong with it, okay? So there's a trick here. I probably showed you guys this trick a million times. Okay, you're going to start from the top of the stem and then work your way down to the bottom, and it helps you just break off those leaves there. Super simple, super easy. Start at the top. Work your way down. Boom. Alright, next we're going to chop up our thyme. Add it to our mixture here. Now we're ready to go over to the stove and make our sauce. Let's go. Alright guys, so what we're going to do here is we're going to render the fat of the pancetta. And pancetta does have a little, well, it doesn't have a little fat, it has a lot of fat. But I'm just going to drop a tiny bit of olive oil in the pan just to coat the pan, just to get it going, speed up the process a little bit. We want this to be nice and hot. nice and hot. So once we put that pancetta, it automatically starts to render that fat. We can do a little test here. You hear some sizzle, we're good to go. Good to go. Alright, so we can drop everything in. Italian breakfast. So don't be afraid. What's going to happen is you can see this little browning at the bottom of the pan. That's the good stuff. That's where all the flavor is. But make sure you cook your bacon all the way through. So technically all of our bacon is still raw right now. Just let it render, take your time, don't rush it. Alright guys, so we have all the fat rendered here. You can see the color definitely changed. Now I'm going to scoop it out, drain the oil, and we'll continue making our sauce. Turn the fire off. Oh crap, that's some delicious stuff. Alright, let's go back on. Alright, so now we're going to add all of our aromatics here. Garlic, onion, and thyme. What we're going to do, we're going to want to get all that stuff at the bottom there. Come right up. Give a little pepper. Alright guys, so now we're going to cook our spaghetti. As you can see here, while our sauce is going, we have this boiling water here. I'm just going to drop a handful. We're only making a dish for one, so nothing too crazy. I'm using regular spaghetti noodles. And then we just drop them in the pot. Voila. Alright guys, so as you can see here, our sauce is almost there. We cooked it down. We want it to get nice and creamy. Alright, we're going to add a little spinach to the sauce, just so it helps cut the fat a little bit of that creamy rich sauce. We'll throw some bacon back in there, and then we're going to throw our pasta inside the sauce, cook it down, finish it off. Alright? Cool. Alright. So I'm just going to add some bacon back to this here. Got the fire too high there. Alright, so we added our bacon back to the sauce, or pancetta I should say, not bacon. We're gonna add some spinach. Just let it cook down a little bit. Spinach wilt. So the thing is, when you add spinach, it releases a little bit of water, so the sauce becomes a little thin. Keep that in mind. Work it in there. Alright, looks good. Then we're going to add our pasta. Cook it about for 10-12 minutes. Get it nice al dente. Add it here. Okay, I'm going to switch spoons now. So here on the side. I'm just going to work everything here. Just work it. Work it. Work it. There we go. Just work it. Don't do this at home, kids. Alright, and then we want to make sure we season our pasta as well. So just add a little bit more pepper. Just dash over the top. Add some more salt as well. Now be careful, that pancetta does add a little bit of salt. So you just want to season it and then make sure you're tasting as you're seasoning. make sure, as you can see, it's starting to absorb majority of the liquid there. Just gonna work it a little bit longer. And then we're gonna plate it up and enjoy. There you have it, folks. Pasta carbonara J style. Alright guys, there you have it. Pasta's all done. I put it all together. Topped it off with a little Parmesan cheese, a little bit of that crispy pancetta. Now you know it's my favorite time of the day. And you know what that is? To taste it. So let's dive in. Gotta get a little bit of everything. Oh yeah. Ooh, my mouth is watering. Oh man, that's good. That spinach definitely helps cut the richness of the pasta and the cream sauce. Pancetta adds a little crispiness, a little bit of salt, and my secret thyme seasoning in there. Super good. Gives it that nice aromatic flavor. Super delicious. Alright guys, if you like this recipe, make sure you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Even if you didn't like the video, make sure you like it anyway because it shows me a lot of love and support. And if you really like the video, make sure you share it with your friends and family. Tell them about JB's Food Adventures. Until next time.